Welcome to Monday Night Mojo. Yes, my throat is a little hoarse, but it's okay. Everything's getting better and feeling better. And you know what? It's just part of the year, right? Part of the season. Um, Weather changing craziness. Um, it is January 23rd, 2023. I'm so blown away how fast January has just flown by. I feel like I've gotten nothing accomplished until I step back, look back at my notes and where I was at the beginning of January and where I am today. And I've already accomplished so many of my goals and resolutions that I wanted to achieve in January. But all month in January, we have been talking about the Whitewright Food Pantry in Whitewright, Texas, right down the road from me. We do a fundraiser every month and all month long for a good cause. It doesn't have to be right down the road from me. We have done Ukraine, we have done so many different places and for different reasons. So we're always looking for a great fundraiser. It can be a baseball team, volleyball team, it can be food pantries, it can be anything you want it to be. Um, just a good cause. Maybe your local pet shelter needs some financial help. And the great thing about our fundraiser, it's phenomenal, is we give back 40%. That's right. 40% of everything you purchase through their link, we give back 40%. So that is incredible that we can do that. And we are so pleased to be able to do that. And we have a guest tonight, Sandra Shaw, and she's going to come on here in a few minutes and talk to us about the Whitewright Food Pantry. Um, let's get our slides going right now. It is Monday Night Live, January 23rd, 2023. Here is the link to the Whitewright Food Pantry, homesweethometreasures.net /Whitewright Food Pantry. Very easy. Click on that, purchase anything you want. Even our gift cards go toward their fundraiser. That's right, even gift cards. So purchase away, and remember, 40% goes back to them. And it's very much appreciated. Let me tell you guys, maybe they use it to keep the lights on, water, buying new refrigerators or freezers, buying maybe food that they didn't get donated. Who knows? But Sandra's going to talk to us a little bit more about that here shortly. As you all know, we have also been collecting recipes. Do you have a favorite Valentine's Day recipe? It doesn't have to be a dessert. It can be an entree, breakfast, a drink, any kind of recipe. Send us your favorite recipe for our virtual recipe cookbook. We will put out another updated version of our online virtual cookbook right before Valentine's Day so that we can share it with you. And maybe you'll find a few things that you want to try. And another source is our virtual cookbook from 2022 is on our website at homesweethometreasures.net, and then go over to recipes and you will find the cookbook. And it's all been recipes to us by our loyal customers, supporters, friends, and family. So please try some of them. Try some of them out. Let us know what you think. Send in your recipes. And this time of year, a lot of people come to me and they say, oh, I'm a little short this month. Oh, I need to pick up a little part-time job. Oh, we have the perfect part-time job for you. Looking to supplement your income? Join our e-commerce affiliation program in 2023. Promote yourself as our purposeful shopping ambassador. That's right. Go to our website, homesweethometreasures.net, click affiliate, and then it will tell you more about our affiliate program. Very easy, little short form to fill out. You'll get your own website, no charge, no cost, no upfront money. We pay when you want to be paid. It can be paid daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever you want. So we're really trying to gear up on our affiliate program this year. It's a newer program. We started toward, I think, maybe August or September of 2022. So still pretty new, but hey, it's pretty phenomenal and it's going very well. We just got to get a few more affiliates under our belts and let's roar, roar. Let's make some extra money, make some full-time money. It's up to you how much you make. Um, with that said, just know that we are here to support you, to give you anything you need. If you need ads to send out to your social media, we can give you your ads to send out with your affiliate link on there. If you need that help, just let us know. And then next, now we want to bring up Sandra Shaw from the Whitewright Food Pantry. Hello, Sandra. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Very
being
much.
with us.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you know, we have been showing a slide like this or similar all month long, as you know, because
Yes.
we copy you on everything that we send out so that you know what we're sending out. We work together as a team. So, um, how does the pantry? How long ago did you join in helping the food pantry?
Um, my husband and I were asked a little over 5 years ago if we would come help a gentleman for 2 weeks. And that was 5 years ago. And just through the process, we ended up, he decided he didn't want to take care of the pantry as much as he had thought he did. And so we just stayed on. And now it's our baby to take care of. But, and we've changed a lot of things from the time we first started working there. And we've had a lot of people in our town and people in our church that have helped us a lot financially and with food too. So we've been very blessed, very blessed.
That's awesome. Now, how long has the food pantry been there in Whitewright?
You know, I'm not sure exactly. I would say at least around 20 years at least.
Wow,
But
wow.
I myself had never even been to it until this gentleman asked us to help. And I was just amazed, you know, how they did things and stuff. And I will say that when Gene and I, my husband, we first started with the food pantry, the shelves were pretty slim. There wasn't a whole lot to offer. And there was only maybe 10 to 11 people that came. But as time has gone on, and we did a little bit of rearranging and some changes and some things, now we feed on the average 35 to 40 people that come each week. And of course, when COVID hit, that really changed things. And out of that 35 to 40 people, we're feeding around 126, 140 people a week when you consider how many is in each family. So, yeah, there's a lot has changed since we first started.
And you know, that's pretty phenomenal. And you know, I know that you know because you do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for the biggest part, you know, I used to volunteer many, many moons ago at a food pantry in a larger town, larger area. But I know that I had no idea how many people needed the help.
No.
I just, until I got involved,
Mm-hmm.
and I never realized. I mean, I thought I was just going to go in there and dust off a couple of cans and be
Yeah,
done. And, you
a lot
know,
more to it than that, though, isn't there?
you You didn't expect that when you retired, did you?
No.
But
In fact, my husband and I have talked about maybe trying to get a job so we could have days off and have a vacation.
now, how many days a week do you give out food?
Well, we only give out food 1 day a week, but we bring in food to give out on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on Saturday. It just depends. But Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday are every week. But we have
Okay.
my husband picks it up, and then we have to stock it. We have to, like you say, mark through the barcodes, stock it. And put it out. Yeah.
Right. Let me tell you guys, it's not just dusting off of a can.
No.
You got to look at the dates and make sure they're not expired. You got to mark through the barcodes because you don't want people trying to take the free food back to the
Right.
grocery store.
Right.
Because
Mhm.
there's a lot of different kind of folks out there, people. There
Yes.
really are.
And that
it
has
takes a
shocked
lot of
me.
different folks to make this old world go around.
Mhm.
But some of them you would be amazed at, and
Mhm.
not always in a good way. But
Right.
it's just part of life. People would do it if they could. And
Yes.
they have probably done it, and that's probably why volunteers have to mark through the barcodes. There
Mhm.
is a reason for the madness. Now, do most of your food come donated or by individual people?
Well, Gene actually has 3 different places that he goes each week that they give us food. I mean, it's one place is in McKinney, the Samaritan Inn, and then Share Ministry is in Sherman, and they give us food. And then we have a lady that gets food, extra food from from the McKinney place, and so she'll call us when she has that, and we'll
Okay.
go pick that up. But we buy food too because uh, whenever it's all donated, so you can't say this is what I need, this is what I need, this is what I need. You just take whatever they want to give you, and so we have money that's given to us at times, and we're able to go buy the extra stuff that wouldn't normally be on the shelves. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. But you don't have just individuals that just drop off food to you then.
No, we do occasionally. Yes,
Okay.
we do. We
Okay.
do.
Okay.
And our
Okay.
churches here in our town have been very supportive of us. Individuals from the churches or the church itself will
That's
take the
awesome.
food for us. Yeah.
And now,
Has been
guys, we're
awesome.
talking about would you agree that this is a country town
Oh, yes.
with it's a very small area, but
Mhm.
very widespread area because it's country, you're talking acreage. It's
Yes.
not a city. It's not a little bit,
No, we're not a city.
you
No, ma'am.
it's not houses are not stacked next to
No.
each other and on top of each across the street.
Mhm.
So there are not as many people as you would find in a large city.
Right.
So it's pretty amazing that this smaller
Mhm.
pantry is having to help just a
Yeah.
little bit less than 200 people a week.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, that number's higher than what I would have ever thought.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Knowing that many people, and I don't know because I've never volunteered at your pantry, Sandra, but just I know the Whitewright area. It's country
Mhm.
farmers, used to be farmers, a lot of older people. So
Yes,
would
yes.
you say most of your customers that are in need are older?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, maybe middle-aged, even I have a few that are, early 30s, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
you
Mhm.
know. So see, it's all ages.
Oh, yeah.
It's all ages. It's all color skin. It doesn't
Mhm,
matter.
mhm.
They don't care. They don't care what they dress in.
Mm-mm.
They just want to make sure that people are fed. And
Yes. Yes.
why shouldn't we all make sure people are fed? I mean,
Yes.
we live in the US. Why should anyone go hungry here?
That's
Why
right.
should anyone go hungry anywhere? I mean,
Right.
that's my belief. And if we can give a little, so we've been doing this fundraiser in the month of January, and we've got a few sales here and there, and but we would like to have more. Go online, purchase something you're already going to purchase, and 40% of it goes right back to the Whitewright food pantry to purchase that food that they're not already donated.
Mm-hmm.
Um, one thing that we used to do, which was a million years ago, I know, and I keep saying that. I don't want anyone to think that I'm doing it now. I should be, but I'm not. I don't know where I put that in it in my day, but
Yeah, I understand.
you guys do Cub Scouts still do their yearly roundup or just, I don't know, maybe since it's a country town, they don't do that.
No,
Okay.
you and I met at a garage sale, remember,
Yes.
that was done for
Yes.
the food pantry. And
Okay.
at that time, the Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts, they come and help set up for
Okay.
that. But we're not doing the garage sale anymore, but they did help, then whenever we had to
Okay.
set up for it.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know what the Cubs, back then the Cub Scouts would put bags in the neighborhoods in McKinney. But of
Oh, really?
course, their houses were next to each other.
Yes.
That was easy
Yes.
to do. But we're talking about a country town. Maybe it's
Hmm.
too hard. They put out the bags one Saturday, I think. And then the next, you fill the bag up with food to
Oh,
donate, and
okay.
you pick it up the next Saturday.
No, I've never had that happen. No,
Okay. And maybe that's because it's so widespread in Whitewright. Maybe
could
that's why
be.
they,
Yes,
or
ma'am.
maybe they don't do it anymore because of all the craziness
Yeah.
going on in the world.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
mean, we just don't send our kids out to do much of anything like that anymore. So
Mm-mm.
maybe that's, part of it too. But
Right.
that used to really help us in McKinney. I mean, we would get truckloads, U-Haul loads, 18-wheeler loads of
Yes, yes, I
food
can see that.
coming in on the same day.
Hmm.
And I mean, we would have the Girl Scouts would come and help us, the Boy Scouts would help us. I mean, we would have all kind of volunteers to
Yes,
help us. Guys, it's not just handing out food, it's how much does each family need to
yes.
survive till the next Thursday when they hand it out. You know, the electricity still needs to stay on, the water still needs to stay on, sweeping and mopping you still needs to be done. I just I had no idea when I first started volunteering for something
Right,
like
right,
that.
right.
How much work. I was going to go volunteer a couple hours a week, and it ended up being a full-time job. And my husband finally said, "Whoo, I still have kids at home." So,
Well, I don't have that challenge, thank goodness.
and he's like, "Okay, there's something wrong here when the
Yeah,
neighbor has to pick the children up from
yes.
school, so you can volunteer."
Yeah,
But you just get so wrapped up in
I
wanting to
understand.
help
Yes, yes.
someone else.
Hmm.
And do I know back then we had like a portion chart, a certain amount of people per house, we would give a certain amount of
Right,
protein or
right.
vegetables. Do you guys go by those guidelines or
We
no?
try to. We have them when they come in and sign in, put how many is in their family. So we know, we have like bigger packages of meat for larger families and smaller packages for, the smaller families. And we have been really blessed, like I said earlier, to be able to always have meat. Because when we first started, you didn't always get meat whenever
Okay.
you came because we didn't have the
Now
meat.
when I volunteered back then, and it may be different now, the only time we had meat was turkeys and hams during
Yes,
Thanksgiving and
yes.
Christmas. We never had meat unless it was in a can any
Mhm.
other time of the year.
Yeah, we keep the canned meat also
Okay.
because we try to we offer them to pick out of the different canned meats we have which one they would like to have. And we've also been very blessed just over the last, I'd say, 3 or 4 months. When we pick up in McKinney at the Samaritan Inn, we've been getting deli meat, which is like a bonus,
Yes,
because we can offer them, roast beef or ham or turkey, sliced turkey,
right.
and then also give them a meat, of some sort.
That
So,
is awesome. Or
yeah,
when you say a meat, are you talking like hamburger meat or roast chicken?
yes, yes.
Oh,
And now we
wow.
don't always have hamburger meat to give to every person,
Right,
but
right,
we try to give, like I said, per size of family,
right.
what we have. And I get it bothers me sometimes because it seems like some weeks we may not have very much other meat other than chicken. And sometimes they'll say, I think I'm growing wings, feathers now. We've eaten so much chicken, but they're still grateful. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I feel bad when I don't have a better variety sometimes to, offer them. But yet having meat just period that's a bonus to me because
Yes, 'cause we did not
when we
have
first
that.
started, there wasn't always meat to give out.
No.
Mm-mm,
Like I said, when I used to volunteer in McKinney, we never had meat except
mm-mm.
during Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yes, yes.
And those were turkeys or hams.
Right, right.
And never, never hamburger meat, chicken,
Yes,
none of
yes.
that. It
Mhm.
was all canned meats, tuna,
Right.
spam,
Spam. Yeah,
salmon,
and canned chicken
mackerel,
breast, Vienna sausage. Yes, ma'am.
yes, things like that. And you're right. They're always, we would get some people to say, "Oh, my family won't eat spam." But sometimes
Mhm.
that's all we had.
Right.
I mean, and they would just have to, I'm like, fix it another way. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Get some recipes,
Right.
with some different seasoning because, sometimes we would run very bare some parts of the
Mhm,
year right
mhm,
after Thanksgiving, and then
mhm.
we're gearing up for Christmas. That's a vital month right
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because we run out, well, not run out, but run very low for
Yes.
Thanksgiving, and then back to back, there's Christmas.
Mhm.
So after Christmas, we were really low. But you know what? They were grateful for
Oh,
whatever we
yes,
could give
yes.
them.
Most
And
of
I
the people
do
we have are very, very grateful. They're not picky. They're just they just are thankful that they have a place to go get food.
exactly. And
Yeah.
especially they don't have to go and drive to McKinney or
Yes,
drive to
yes,
Sherman, that
yes.
they could stay in their community.
Mhm, mhm,
Not that either
mhm.
of those are that far away, but
I
maybe
know,
they
but
don't
it
have a
is what the
car.
way gas is now.
The gas,
That's
maybe they
that's
don't have
another
transportation,
expense.
maybe they can't drive. I mean,
Yes,
there's
ma'am.
so many variables you have to remember.
Mhm.
The eye doesn't always see what's going on behind doors.
Right, right,
We
right.
really don't.
That's true.
Um,
So true.
and I remember when I first started McKinney, we were in an older building and we got a new building. When we were on the old building, we didn't have bread, but we had space in the new building where we got all new
Oh,
freezers
that's
and we were
wonderful.
able to bread and we would freeze the bread.
Yes.
Do you guys do that? Do you have
Yes, we
frozen
do.
bread?
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
And guys, we would freeze it so it would not go bad because bread doesn't stay very long.
No. Mm-mm. And really, if you freeze it, when you thaw it out, it's just like fresh bread.
Yes. And I
So,
did not believe that because I'd never heard of that until
yes.
I volunteered.
Mhm.
And oh my gosh, you would have thought we were giving out candy,
Oh, I know.
literally,
I
when we
know.
started doing bread.
Because right
Because think of how many
now,
foods you
we
can do bread.
we don't get a lot of loaf bread. We haven't gotten, given to us very much just loaf bread. We get, croissants and bagels and, the dinner rolls or whatever. But as far as the lunch bread, I call it, we don't
Right,
hardly get that. So I have to go buy that and I go to Aldi's because that's the cheapest place I've been able to find, you know,
right.
bread. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's not cheap right now. Even when you
No,
go to all it's not
nothing is cheap anymore. And we have been very
nothing.
blessed too. I do want to say, we have a lady that brings us eggs every week. She raises chickens and has eggs, and takes pictures of how many she gives us, and at the end of the year, that's a good write-off for her, to
That
show.
is awesome.
But it's really neat to have that to offer because eggs are not cheap anymore either.
You know what? When you're having to pay $7 for a dozen of eggs,
Yes. Yes.
let's face it, there are a lot of people that cannot afford that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It just is. And even if you are being subsidized for your food, that's not accounting. That's not accountable in there. They
No.
don't get more just because eggs are more this month.
No.
They're not getting more money maybe till next year whenever they come up. I want you to understand people get subsidized, but they don't get subsidized today
No.
for
No.
milk being $5
Mhm.
a gallon some weeks. Or
Mhm.
egg. My husband just went to the store and got 18 eggs, and it was $7.13,
Oh, yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That when we were younger, there have been some weeks we would not have been able to have eggs.
No,
I'm
I know. I
sorry.
know. I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Mhm. But what
So
we have been doing too we have the people, when we give them eggs, we ask them to please bring back your carton when it's
yes.
empty, because I don't want the lady who is giving us eggs to have to go buy egg cartons,
Oh, good
to
point. You're right.
furnish them. And they're pretty good about bringing back their cartons, too.
That's
So
awesome.
that helps them help themselves, some.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
do they get to come every week, week after week, no matter how many weeks, or do you
No,
cut them off?
they can come every week. But we have started, my daughter-in-law helped me get a thing set up on my computer, because there's certain things, like I said, we don't get every week. I mean, like sugar, coffee, those aren't things that we get every week. So what we've started doing is we keep up with certain items that they can have every month, but only one time a month. And
Oh,
that way, everybody gets sugar at least once a month.
right.
And because we did have, and I'm sure you encountered this too, some people, if there was sugar there, they take it every week. And that didn't give some people an opportunity to ever get any sugar, because the other people were taking it before they got there, if that makes
Right.
sense. So now we have a better control of how much they get, but everyone gets it at least once a week, once a month. Yeah.
And that's not something we used to get a lot of, because back in
Mm-mm.
the day, because everything cans, cans,
Yes,
cans.
yes,
I wanted it all to be cans because just like with your pantry, it's a cleanup, it's
yes.
rodent, it's bug, every bags will, other
Yep.
things can happen if it's canned, it's, a little
It's
more
safer.
closed,
Yeah.
safe.
Hmm.
Um, so if we were able to give out a bag of
Hmm.
sugar, everyone was such a joy, because that
Oh,
is not
yeah.
something that was donated.
Mm-mm.
It just was not donated.
No.
And we and I noticed when I was there when I was treasure hunting and met you at the yard sale, I noticed you guys, somebody was said, I have to go and bag out coffee. See, we
Yes.
never gave out coffee. That wasn't something that was ever donated to us at that
Right.
time.
Right.
So what a blessing that is, that you can
Yes.
donate coffee.
Hmm.
So, and we had a chart. Now we did have a chart that um, like if a family came in, and like, if you're going to be subsidized, if you're going to sign up for government help, it takes time. So
Yes.
there's a certain amount of weeks they could come to the pantry until
Yes.
they
Yes.
were awarded their, and once that hit, they were no longer able to come to the food pantry again for a certain amount of time. But, then it made us worry. Well, did they get enough?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? So,
Hmm.
but you guys don't do that though.
No. No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Because that is a fear, you don't
Yeah.
always get enough to feed your family.
Right. Right.
One of my very good friends, Facebook friends that I met, she is on a disability. She gets $27 a month to
Oh my.
help her with her food. $27 a month. She gets an $800 check for being disabled,
Mhm.
but 400 of it goes to the rent.
Oh my word.
So she has $400 a month to electric, gas for the car breaks, food because she only gets
Mhm.
$27 to live on. Now
Mhm.
imagine if you only had
Mhm.
$400 a month to live on. It's not much.
No.
It's not much. So there are people that need our help,
Yes. Yes.
without
Yes.
people donating food
Mhm.
or time. I mean, time. Let me show you. Okay, so we want to talk about these incredible people. In the center bottom is Sandra. And
Mhm.
then I think gentleman behind you is your husband, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And what is his name?
Jean. Jean.
Gene. Now when Gene.
Mhm.
Now when I was at the yard sale, he was working.
Yeah.
He was working hard.
Yeah.
He really was. Now, all these other people, have they been with you as long as you've been there or longer? Or
Um, maybe three of them have been with me.
okay,
The gentleman and lady that are standing beside Jean, as I'm looking at the picture, they're to the right of Jean.
okay.
That couple are the ones that donate eggs to us every week.
Oh, so that's the one in the brown and white long sleeve top.
Yes, she brings
All
eggs
right,
every
and the
week.
gentleman,
And
that is awesome.
then the gentleman that's beside her husband, right on the end, you're going to love this. He picks up from us and he feeds around 30 homeless people from food we give him every week.
Wow.
Yeah, that's amazing to me. And those people are not in Whitewright. They are in the Sherman Denison area. But
Okay.
he's willing to drive, pick the food up, takes it to them, takes care. I mean, he's a good guy, very good guy.
Now he's the one in the black scrub top,
Yes,
correct?
yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Now to think about, I live in Sherman.
Mhm.
I live in Louisville, but I
Yeah.
counted as
Yeah.
Sherman now. I know, I think until last year, maybe the year before, I can't remember. Every day kind of gets shorter, it seems like. There used to be a homeless camp in Sherman,
Yes.
and they made them move out. I don't know why.
Yes.
Maybe they sold the land or something. Now, did they move? Do you know? Did they move them to another place, or are they all spread out now?
Most of them are where he takes this food, and they're over there close to KXII. You know the
Okay. Mm,
Okay, and there's a road that runs behind KXII. I think it's called the Dripping Springs Road.
okay. Yes.
Yes, and they're right off that road is where they are.
Okay. So they
And then
did
he
kind
takes
of
stuff
move.
also to two of the not so fancy motels there in
Yes.
Sherman and Denison. There are people that live there that, they have a roof over their head, but they don't have any money,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
he takes food to them. Yes, yes, ma'am.
That is, and you know what? That's incredible that a small area,
Mhm.
small building, a few people that you guys can do your area plus some
Yes.
of Sherman, which is a big town.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
That's incredible that you can do that. Now we had a back then we had a few homeless people,
Mhm.
and I remember one gentleman. He would come in every Saturday morning. No other part of the day. He had a basket on his bicycle, and we would fill it up with cans.
Yes.
It had to be the flip up cans because it's not like he had a can opener.
Well, see, that's what we do when we give him canned goods, the gentleman that takes to the homeless, we always make sure that they have the pull tops so that
Yeah,
you don't have to worry about but you know what
right.
amazes me? Because I've asked him, I said, would they use mac and cheese, the boxes? And he said, listen, they are so ingenious. They come up with more ways to fix food. I just can't imagine being like camping out all the time. But he said they know how to cook stuff, on the fire that they build, and it's just amazing to me. You know,
When you're hungry.
Yes,
You can
yes.
get pretty,
Mhm.
you're not picky, or
No, no. But I
I've
will
been
tell you
hungry,
too,
but I know when
LaDonna.
I think I've been hungry, I'll
Yes.
just eat my arm off.
Oh, I know, I know. But the lady
But
in the picture beside me with the glasses on here,
yes,
she
yes,
and, 2 other ladies who are not in this because they weren't working with me when this picture was taken. They take care of our clothes closet, and that's a
I
very
met her.
important part. Yes. And
I met her at the flea market.
yes,
The yard sale.
yes, yes.
Yes,
And, I mean, it's amazing the people that need clothing. And so the boy that takes to the homeless, he knew there was one of the ladies that he took to that had some smaller kids. So he went into there and found clothes, for her kids and took to her. And he said, you'd have thought he brought her $1 million because she was so excited, to get socks and clothes for those children. And, there's so many things we just all just kind of take for granted, and it's
absolutely.
just, it is sad what some people are having to go through just to stay alive. Very
And
sad.
you can't even, I can't even imagine having children
No.
and us having to live on the street,
Yeah. Yeah.
in a park, in an open, and they're not in a park. They
No.
are in an open field.
Yeah.
It's just an open field that's not being used.
Hmm. Hmm.
People, there are no, there, it's not a park. There's no
No. They got
shade. There's
tents set
no,
up, some of them
yes,
do.
yes,
And, I don't know. It's just not a good deal.
it is not. So anything we can do to
Oh, yeah.
help someone,
Mhm.
never judge,
Right.
because you don't know what has happened.
No.
You don't know what's going on inside.
Mm-mm.
You don't know what they've been through. You don't know what they're going through.
And it could happen to any of us.
Any,
You
I
know.
mean, look at what we just went through during COVID, how many
Yes.
people lost jobs.
Yes. Yes. Mhm.
How many young adults had to move back in with their parents,
Yes.
or their elderly parents had to move back in with their adult children
Right.
because
Right.
of
Right.
government changes and
Mhm.
job changes and economy changing.
Right.
I mean, my poor daughter has 2 teenage boys, and
Ah.
she's like, "That's my largest bill, is feeding my
Oh, yeah,
boys."
feeding the kids. Yes. Yes.
I
Mhm.
mean, food is out of control.
Mhm.
I keep
Yep.
thinking our government's gonna jump in any minute and fix that, but I don't have an answer.
I'm not
If
gonna depend
someone
on the
had an
government.
answer, so there's really no reason for me to complain because
No.
I don't have an answer.
Yes, ma'am.
But it sure would be nice for someone to come up with an answer that would work, you know?
Yes.
But Sandra, I want to thank you so much. And if anyone's listening right now in our live chat, please respond. Please comment. I'm going to switch over for just a minute,
Mhm.
Sandra, and we're going to come back to you
Sure.
just in case you have any questions.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Check
Thank
our
you,
chat
LaDonna.
here. Thank you. Just give me 1 second.
Sure.
All right, guys, as always, thank you for tuning in. If you're with us live, please comment so that we know you're live. Thank you, Denise. Thank you for being here from Houston. If you have any thing that you want to ask us, share with us, suggestions, please do so in the comments. Let us know what you think about our talk about the Whitewright Food Pantry, maybe how we help more people. Maybe you have a solution to our inquiries. You never know who has the.
Mhm. Mhm.
If Home Sweet Home Treasures, Monday Mojo, Throwback Thursday, myself have ever done anything for you, with you, about you, if you've ever been a customer of ours or we've been a customer of yours, if we have supported you or you have supported us, please go to the Google and please leave us a Google review. Social media is so important for small businesses like ours to make it in today's world. Google reviews are so important. Please leave us a review and let us know how we're doing. We're here to serve you. The only reason we're here is for you, live or on replay. It does not matter. Just let us know how we are doing. And we have a sneak peek preview for you today. And it'll just take a couple of minutes and then we'll be right back with you. Here we go.
Hi everyone, this is LaDonna with Home Sweet Home Treasures, and I am just here to give you another sneak preview of some of the items that we have that are available for sale at www.homesweethometreasures.net. Let me know if you're looking for something specific. I'm here to be your personal shopper. Okay, first of all, we have this vintage ragdoll baby. She's never been taken out of the box. She is still strapped. Look at her curly hair. She is vintage. Look at that beautiful apron over the brown dress. Oh, looks, that's not a stain. That's just a few threads. I guess I didn't see that. And then we have this vintage quick dishes for the woman in a hurry. That is a cookbook. Look at the beautiful pictures. Culinary Arts Institute. All right, here is a vintage copper pot. I have not polished it. Look at the designs on the handle. Beauty. And it does have the 3 legs on the bottom. Look at this beauty. Still in the box. She is vintage, July Princess. She is from Precious Moments. What a great gift for someone having a birthday in July or having a baby girl in July. And then here is a set that I put together. Did not come together, but I did marry them. This is a vintage headband. Looks new. And you know, it's stretchable. It has the leopard plush print. And then I put this bracelet in with it that matches perfectly, which is also vintage. And then I have this vintage photo holder, letter holder, maybe for your important mail or your mail you need to go pay soon, but not today. Pictures. It was made for a picture. There's so many things that you can put on here. Put your recipe book here while you're trying to make something specific. And then I have this flamingo pink fabric dye. All right, now all of these items are for sale. And what great way to start out a week with all of these beautiful items.
All right. I hope that you guys enjoyed that sneak peek preview. Remember to go to the website and purchase anything, including the gift cards, and we will give back 40% of every sale back to the Whitewright Food Pantry to help them out. Sandra, is there
Yes.
anything else that you would like to say?
I'm just amazed that you're doing this to help us. That's just so wonderful. And it just means a lot to me, and it's going to mean a lot to the people that come there. Yes,
absolutely. And you know what? It's not going to end with tonight. You are my neighbor. You're right down the road.
Yeah.
And now that I know more about you and
Yes.
your organization, of course, there's so many things that we can do just by connecting.
Sure.
By connecting with others that may have a garden in the spring and summer,
Right.
you know, that can help with fresh vegetables, or water bottles, you know, that they have extra water. Or,
Yes.
you know, there's so many ways that we can help each other just by making connections.
Mhm.
And I do this every day. Connect is what we do. That's
Yes,
how
ma'am.
we survive in an economy like we do today, I believe in my heart.
Yes.
just by connecting and helping one another. It's not always by, I have so many supporters. It's some of them have never purchased one thing from me on my website, but they have brought me fundraisers. They have given my name and number out to people for me to help. They have contacted so many people that have purchased from me. I mean,
Yes.
connecting moves the world. I wished I would have known this 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I've been doing this business for almost 18 years.
Wow.
And 18 years ago, you did not connect
No.
now. Let me
Mm-mm-mm.
tell you, going and handing out business cards and paying for brunches, lunches, happy hours, dinners, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Wear and tear on your body, heart, soul, car, gas. I mean, and now being able to connect around the world with people is amazing.
It
Truly
is.
amazing.
Yep.
And you and your group of people are truly amazing. I only met a few of you during, I always call it my treasure hunting.
Yes.
And because that's what I do, I go and purchase things from other people at a really reduced price so I
Mhm.
can resell it for an unreasonable price so that everyone wins.
Yes. Yes.
Everyone
Yes.
wins,
That's right.
and it's just another way of me giving back. So, Sandra, thank you so much. Thank
Well,
you for
thank
your
you,
time.
LaDonna.
Just keep striving to help.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
night.
You
All
too,
right.
honey.